Hello everyone, welcome into the video. I am the Honest Hierophant. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for what message you need to hear right now, honestly. For the first pile, I have the Guardian of the Night Tarot with a Lapis mini tower. For pile number 2, I have the Fantastical Creatures deck with a Fluorite mini tower. And for pile number 3, I have the Unicorn Tarot deck with a Tiger Eye mini tower. Make sure you stick around for the end of the video as I'll be doing a collective reading for all 3 piles for any last messages from your spirit team. And then also make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to share with a friend if you think they might resonate with the video. Pick your pile now. The timestamps are down below in the description, and I'll catch you in your pile. Hello pile number 1, welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Guardian of the Night Tarot with the Lapis mini tower. I'm going to tap into your energy. Alright pile number 1, I am feeling a bunch of anxiety right now coming from you. Take a few deep breaths with me and let's try to relieve some of that anxiety. Just breathe in and out with me. In. Out. In. Out. That was some serious anxiety, okay? I think you need to work on some meditations right now to help relieve some of that energy. That was really, really overwhelming for me to pick up on. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. So we are trying to figure out what message you need to hear right now, and this is part of it. It seems like there's a bunch of stuff going with you right now. Maybe a lot of new stuff going on. Maybe a lot of new things starting to happen in your life that might be scary, or it might be really, really nervous energy coming from you. Let's see what we can pull for you. What message does pile number 1 need to hear? Maybe you're just too afraid to make a move. Okay, yeah. Look at that. We got the 5 of Swords already coming out. Page of Swords. Interesting. These cards coming out right away. Yep, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. The King of Swords. 2 of Wands. 9 of Swords. 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, and 3 of Wands. Okay, so it does seem like there's a lot of nervous energy coming from you right now. And it's pretty amazing to me how much nervousness that you have going on with you right now, due to the fact that it does seem like pile number 1, you're supported. You're supported by your spirit team. I know it might not show any sort of reason why you might feel that way from these cards. I understand that. But listen to me. From what Spirit is telling me right now, you are being very well supported. And it seems like the reason why you have nervous energy is because you're too afraid of making a commitment on yourself. And maybe there's been some doubt put into you. Maybe there's been some objections to your thoughts that maybe you got really excited on, and it just wasn't, accepted by people that are around you. It wasn't really supported by the people that you care about, and that kind of let you down. That was kind of like a bummer in a way, and I want to let you know that you are really, really supported in what you're trying to do, what you're trying to make a difference in your life. It seems to me that you are learning things. You are trying to broaden your interests. You're trying to broaden your knowledge of what you're trying to do. So it means that you're not quitting on the ideas that you have, which makes sense because you're really, really committed to the idea, but you're not committed to taking a leap of faith. You're not committed to taking action right now because you do not have that support that you wish you had. You wish you had more support than what you have been given, but the support needs to come within first before you can attract the support from other people that you are expecting to, receive. If you are able to find that within yourself first, then hearing it from other people or not hearing it from other people is not going to let you down, and you're going to be able to experience it even more. Okay? You're going to be able to have the strength to move forward. You're going to have the strength and be encouraged to take that leap. And that is what you need to do, because it seems like things are kind of crumbling around you, mainly more so in your mental space than it is anywhere outside of your well-being. It seems like maybe the job that you have is currently kind of crumbling, and in your mind, you're not seeing it how you saw it in the first place. You're having deep desires to not really be there. And maybe some relationships around you are starting to fade out as well. Connections with friends, connections with coworkers, connections with maybe even family members at this point. You are starting to see who's on your side and who's not on your side, or who plays a big part in your life moving forward, who really supports your ideas, who really gives you a good influence in your life, who gives you some positivity. Those things are coming clearer to you right now. And also, you are starting to attract more people to replace those people. You are wanting that acknowledgement. You are wanting that motivation. You are wanting that encouragement. So you are attracting that from other people. And that is really good. That is a step in the right direction. And I think you really need to keep doing that, because it's only going to motivate you more than what it is right now. So keep doing what you're doing, and that is really, really special. And things will get better from this point forward. I also think that the reason why you are not really motivated to take a leap is maybe because you've had similar ideas in the past that just haven't really amounted to anything. And either you failed at those things, or those things just did not come true to the way of your liking. And that is okay, because it allowed you to kind of show yourself that you are capable of taking chances, that you are capable of doing the things that you feel called to do. And that is also something that you need to get reacquainted with. You need to get into the motivation of taking chances and following your instincts, following your inner voice, and really doing what matters a lot to you. Because it's really important to do something that you're really soulfully connected with. And I know you feel that way about this, and you should continue to feel this way about your idea, because you are a marvel. You are someone who is able to take authority. You are someone that's able to take action and make a difference. And I know you're trying to be really patient with this. I know you're trying to be really methodical, but Spirit is delivering things to you at your doorstep without you realizing it, and you're not letting it in. And the way for you to let it in is for you to start taking chances, is for you to start taking steps into the right direction of what you're trying to do. And this is not me trying to tell you, oh, you need to go quit your job. Oh, you need to, sell your house and go do this specific thing. That is not me saying that. It is me trying to get you in the comfort zone of not needing someone else's permission, not needing someone else's validation or motivation. You need to have that within yourself. You need to start making decisions based off what you're thinking and what you need to do, and stop letting other people's thoughts, other people's words confuse you from what you're feeling. You need to dive within and find your inner strength, find your inner conscious, and find your inner wisdom, because you have that. You have the intellect, you have the smarts, you have the ability to make things happen and to work really hard at making things happen, because this seems like something that is calling you. This seems like something that puts you on the right path, and all of it can be yours if you decide to take this chance. If you decide to make an effort at bringing this into your forefront, because yes, you've got to be patient, but sometimes you've got to make steps. You can't just stand in one place and see many, many miles down the road of how things are going to turn out, or have a game plan of how those many, many miles are going to take place. You've got to step forward a little bit. You've got to take some action on some things to help gain momentum, to help see other things that are coming up. You've got to get closer to these things. And yes, you can be patient. Yes, you can be smooth with it. And I do recommend that approach. But you've got to move a little closer at the same time. You've got to eliminate some things that prevent you from going down this road, and things will become more clear for you. Pile number one. There is some restrictions for you, and I think most of it is mental. I think the confusion that you have, the lack of clarity that you have because you're so dependent on other people, has to be removed. It has to. And you can easily build yourself up with your own affirmations, with your own confirmations, and give yourself some positive momentum, give yourself some positive energy. What I recommend for you, pile number one, is start doing some more research. If you've done some research, that's great, but I think you need to do some more research on what you're trying to do, on what kind of difference you're trying to make. And the more research that you have built up, the more confident it's going to make you. Because if you're not willing to give yourself the confidence, at least doing this part, at least having a knowledge of what you're trying to do, of what you're trying to accomplish, and having all the details laid out for you, will help you gain some more confidence in the long run. And that's going to be really, really important. All right, I think that is the end of this message. Let's see if there's anything else to come out for these cards. I'm going to head and pull these out. I think the nervous energy that I was feeling has subsided. I think you are getting some relief. Let's see, is there any other messages that needs to come out for pile one? All right. Got the Judgment card coming out already. The Three of Swords. I think that's that nervous energy. The Moon. The Two of Cups. The World. Ooh, okay. All right, look at that. All right, we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out together, right side by side. That's crazy. Okay, so we got the World, we got the Two of Cups, we got the Moon, the Three of Swords, the Judgment, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So this is kind of tagging along with the first initial message from the cards, and that is that the perspective that you have is changing. And it could be happening instantaneously right now. It could be happening alongside this reading. And a lot of that nervousness, a lot of that heartbreak, a lot of that energy that you were feeling at the beginning of this reading is starting to dissipate, is starting to grow a little bit stronger because you're starting to get more clarity. You're starting to see things a bit differently from a different perspective. And you might be bonding with this energy of this idea more than you have before this reading. And that is great. That is amazing. I am super excited that that is happening for you because what I see is that the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands needs to be what you're going to be feeling. Okay. You're going to be innovative. You're going to be creative. You're going to be strong willed and you're going to be persevering through these struggles, through these emotions, and through these battles that obviously you're going through mentally. You need to obtain the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands energy. That needs to be what's coming through to you in your divine feminine, in your divine masculine, because that is what exactly is going to heal your divine feminine and divine masculine relationship right now. That's why the Two of Cups is out right now, is that this is going to give you a really good soulful connection between the two. It's going to really encourage that connection and that relationship to bond together and diffuse together to be one strong whole piece. And that is going to be very, very powerful for you because it's going to initiate you. It's going to allow your soul to be strengthened and to be encouraged to move forward confidently and fluently and beautifully. And you will be head above water, like mountains high, and you're not going to be able to drown anymore. You're going to be able to pull yourself away from any harmful energies that may have hurt you before. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, I feel like this is kind of like a double meaning for me reading this card is you've always been handed this cup. You've always been handed this energy of harmful energies and you've always taken it. And I don't know why. You've always taken it. You've always taken it to heart. Maybe it's your boundaries. Maybe it's a weakness. Maybe you're just easily influenced by other people's words. And now I think if you were to gain this King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, you will not take that negative energy. You will not take any more negative energy once your divine feminine and masculine are fused together and made into one whole piece. I don't see that being the case anymore. And then also for the Four of Cups, I feel like maybe you're not going to be alone in this situation. Maybe you will be getting some sort of handout, kind of. Maybe you're going to be getting some sort of secondhand affirmations from somebody that is going to lift you even higher, to motivate you, to grow you, and to really kind of resurrect a mindset that you once had before. That's something that's really strong that's coming into my mind right now is you're going to resurrect a mindset that you had long, long time ago. And I feel that you're going to be an entrepreneurial type of energy. And that is really, really satisfying to hear because that seems to be what the main topic is right here. You're going to feel complete. You're going to feel ecstatic. You're going to feel like the world is in the palm of your hands. Just like this bee. I feel like maybe the bee is definitely something that has resonated with you here recently, and that you need to allow the bee to be your strength. Allow the bee to be allow the bee to be allow the bee to be your strength and to give you encouragement that hard work can pay off as long as you're willing to put the work in and willing to take the message that it is your time to be motivated. It is your time to be into your own thoughts, into your own ideas, and let them come to life. You're being motivated right now, pile number one, and Spirit is saying that you have the intellect, you have the ability to grow into something and be even stronger and more beautiful than you already are now. You've got a great energy about you, and you just need to light that fire right under your butt and get the job done. And I know you can do it. Okay? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be awesome. I hope this message comes clear to you and really starts a new love, a new thought process for yourself, and allow you to emotionally connect with yourself even greater, giving you more positive affirmations that you need to hear from yourself and really set you out on the right track. I hope this message resonates with you, pile number 1. Make sure you stick around towards the end of the video. The timestamp will be down below for the collective reading at the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment down below what you thought of the reading, and I'll catch you in the collective. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Fantastical Creatures deck with the mini Fluorite tower. In this reading, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be discussing what message you need to hear right now from your spirit guides. As I'm tapping into your energy, I'm feeling like you are a pretty bold person. It seems like a lot of things are going right for you right now. A lot of things are kind of, for lack of better terminology, it seems like people are kind of like bowing at your feet a little bit. And I think that honestly gives you a lot of confidence. That gives you maybe some overconfidence. So hopefully that's you that I'm connecting with this energy. And let's try to see what the cards have to say about what messages you need to hear right now. And it might be talking about this sort of confidence that we're picking up on. All right. All right, pile number 2. We have the 9 of Wands, the Star, the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the Hermit, the Chains card, which is the Devil. Then we have the 5 of Swords and the Judgment card. So Spirit is telling me that I picked up this card wrong of the Knight of Pentacles, and it needs to be in reverse. It was one of the first cards that came out onto the floor. So they said I picked it up wrong, which makes sense for this reading. As I'm picking up some energy for you, pile number 2, that with this overconfidence, I feel like you have someone on the hook. Someone that you don't mind toying with their emotions, someone you don't mind running a loop for. And it might actually be more than just one person. You might have multiple people with this going on. And I just want to let you know that, out of how much fun that you're having with this sort of emotion, this sort of fun, that you need to let this go. This is something that, clearly doesn't fit who you are or who you can be. And it's really just messing with your overall energy. And what I mean by that is that if you have sort of plans for someone to come into your life and be, someone for you, and you specifically want a long-term commitment, long-term relationship, maybe even marriage, you really need to start considering to stop playing with other people's emotions. Stop playing with your own emotions, because yes, it might be fun. Yes, it might be getting back at somebody. Yes, it might be, something to pass the time, but really that's what the damaging part of it all is that you are doing something that is passing the time. You're doing something that isn't beneficial to you, and it's limiting you to a point where you are not able to bring in anything new. You are not able to reach to your destination that you're trying to get to if your ultimate goal is, you know, a long-term commitment relationship or a marriage of some sort. You're just messing with the wrong people. And the more you play with it, the more you mess around with it, the more you really end up getting something in return. And what I mean by that is, if you put some bad energy out there messing with the people that you're messing with, or just having fun with the people that you're having fun with, you're going to get it right back. You're going to get that same sort of energy to come back around to you. It's like the old saying goes, what goes around comes around. So just know that if you keep messing with this energy, if you don't take it seriously from this point forward, you're going to get some energy to come back around to you that is going to waste your time, that is going to waste your energy, and it's not something that you want. I'm sure it's not. So take that in consideration, and this is going to be a time where you need to restrict yourself from playing these games with other people, whether it's going around and having sexual affairs with people, or if it's going around and, just being dirty in the sense of, okay, I'm going to, let's say, go out on a date with this person, and they're going to pay because they're the ones that asked me out, and all of a sudden I'm just going to, not respond to them. I'm going to ghost them. I'm not going to go any further than just the first date so I can get this free meal or anything of that nature. You're going to have that same energy casted back to you, and you need to refrain. You need to pull your energy back and really invest your time into finding somebody that is going to be for you, that is going to be meant for you, and really invest a lot of time into that. Really invest a lot of time into not really having these encounters with people. Allow yourself to envision a long-term plan. Allow yourself to really discover what it is you are wanting out of a partner, out of a potential, out of what your time is consisting of, because right now you're just wasting your time. Right now you're going down the wrong path with these types of encounters, these types of relationships, and you really need to get your head on a swivel and focus on what your agenda should be. What should you be focusing on? What should you be learning? What should you be using your time more wisely for? Who is it in your life that you really need to stop messing with? Really discover who those people are. If you have multiple options of potential dates, then maybe you need to shorten that list or even get rid of the whole entire list and focus more inwards, focus more on yourself and what you really want out of life. Because I guarantee you, the more time you give to these situations, the more time that your manifestations are going to be blocked. And I don't think you want that. So get a different perspective, really invest in learning more about yourself, really invest in understanding that you do have great qualities about yourself that makes you a good person, that makes you a rare person, and be considerate of that. Be considerate that you have great tangible qualities that anybody would be interested in, and really live up to those kind of circumstances, live up to those standards, and really attract someone that is going to be meaningful for you pile number 2, because that's going to be really, really important moving forward for you. But I think at this point, right now in your chapter, I think you need much needed alone time, much needed solo experiences. So I'm going to collect these cards. And we're going to see if anything else comes out for you from Spirit pile number 2. Okay. So I got a feeling with these cards coming out that if you don't take matters into your own hands, you might be getting a reality check. Okay? An attitude adjustment, so to speak. Because there might be some people around you right now that you're messing with that could potentially cause you some harm. Yeah. Okay. So I am not getting really like any sort of good vibes off of these cards. And, you know, it seems like it's going to be taken a step further from what we were just talking about. From the energy I was originally picking up on, it almost felt like it was, you know, someone that was single, someone that was, you know, kind of acting upon potential relationships. But it also seems like maybe this same person, or it might be just a broad category of you that follow into this line, that there is somebody that is in a soulful connection, maybe even a twin flame connection, that really should be letting go of this person, and you're honestly messing with them. This Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles type of relationship, someone that seems like they are in a good relationship with this person, but it doesn't seem like you need to be. It really seems like you need to pull away from this person and really foster your own energy. Really collect your energy, really separate your energy from this person. Maybe you have a lot of history with this person. Maybe there's been a lot of back and forth type of fighting, or like, haha, I got you, now haha, you got me kind of energy. And maybe it's a lot of retaliation. And I think you really need to stop stooping to a lower level when it comes to this person, and really just leave it alone. Like, if it's not going to get better, if it's not going to be a mutual relationship where if you're working on it, they're working on it kind of deal, then you need to let it go. This is something that is just too immature. This is something that should not be, you know, going on. And you can find so much better than this. Just because they're your twin flame or any other type of soulful connection doesn't mean you have to put up with it. This could be a lesson for you to be learning, that you don't have to commit to this relationship. You can find someone new. You can find someone better. Stick to your boundaries that you're learning. And if you're not learning any boundaries, maybe you need to learn some boundaries and kind of stick up for yourself. There's much more to life than just going through this back and forth type of nature. That's just not meant for you. You can easily find happiness with the Sun card coming out if you decide to pull away from this type of energy, if you decide to allow Spirit to take you on a specific spiritual journey for you, and really consider your own good. Because yes, you might have some sentimental value to this relationship that you have with this person, but this person just is not healthy for you. This person is honestly going to continue to do this. If they show signs of fixing things, then great. Congratulations. But for the most of you, I honestly don't see this person getting any better with this. And if you're stooping down to this level, I feel it's only going to get worse for you, and it's going to make your life worse. Maybe not make their life worse, but it's going to make your life worse because it's just going to come back around to you. And just because this person is falling at your feet doesn't make you an authority figure, doesn't make you the one in control, doesn't make you the one that's going to have the best hand or the greatest advantage. Things are not going to go well for you. You need to really consider that and take control of your life independently and try to make it the best that you possibly can. Try to make it your life and focus on you and your energy and what you want out of life and how you want your love life to go, because it doesn't have to be this way. It can easily be better. And I think you've got to trust yourself. I think you've got to trust spirit. I think you're needing to eliminate the sentimental values. You're needing to eliminate the tags of what this significant person is and try to lean more on what it is you want out of life. How do you want to be happy? How do you want to be loved? Where can you find that love? And really just focus on that. So that is what I got for you, pile number 2. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you. Do not forget that there is going to be a collective reading at the end of this video. There's going to be a timestamp down below in the description that you can click on and forward to that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you thought of this reading. Give me some feedback. And I hope to see you at the collective. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Unicorn Tarot deck, and you've also chosen the Miniature Tiger's Eye Tower. Let's go ahead and tap into your energy. Alright, pile number 3. I'm feeling some deep energy here. Feeling definitely some feelings. I know what you're feeling right now. You know what you're feeling right now. Don't think it's necessarily anything that we have to express. Let's let the cards say what they need to say. Let's see what your spirit team needs to tell you right now. What message do you need to hear? All right, pile 3, here we go. All right, pile number 3. We have the Lover's card, the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Pentacles, the World, the Justice card, the 6 of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So, when I was tapping into your energy, it immediately came up to me what kind of dark thoughts, dark feelings you were facing or dealing with or thinking about. I understand. We've all been there before. We all know what's going on. You were in a time where you were in a state of depression. You were having a lot of time to think. You might be having some time to think about what you need to do, how you need to react, what actions you could take. How can you get this person back into your life? How can you get somebody that you treasure so deeply back into a good standing with you? And I know that there's some attached feelings to this person. I know there is some, really strong emotions where you just can't let this person go. And it's somebody that, is very symbolic to you. Someone that has shown you a lot of good in this world. Someone that has shown you a lot of love and compassion. And all of a sudden it was just kind of like ripped away. And I totally understand that some of you feel like this has been a really long sentimental relationship and it was just like suddenly ripped out from under you, not really understanding of why. And I think this is kind of like the reason why you are feeling this way is because you don't have that closure. You don't have that understanding of what went wrong, how things could have been differently, or whatever the case may be of what you're thinking. I understand. And there's really nothing that you can do. It almost seems like it's served its purpose. It almost seems like you have really learned what you needed to have learned from that relationship, even if you don't think you have learned it just yet. Okay? And maybe there's more to learn, but I think you've learned most of it. You just haven't got your head wrapped around it completely yet. And for a certain percentage of you, very, very minimal, I could see this person maybe giving you some time of day, maybe giving you some closure, maybe giving you some, last minute reconciliation type of agreement where maybe you give it like one last chance. But at the end of the day, like that might just get you back into your good feelings only to really rip it away from you and not do you any favors, not do you any good, only to further cement you into the feelings that you're feeling now. And that's not fair to you. That's not appropriate. But it almost seems like this person is someone that can't stay in your life. There's a specific reason for it. And unfortunately, I think you will have to learn that yourself. I don't think it's necessarily something that I can give you full disclosure on, but I think you'll learn it from, the months, the weeks, the days ahead. I'm sure you'll learn it going forward, but it's not fair to you. It's really not. And you do have some lessons to learn within this time. And that is okay. And I think you should learn it. You should get back up. You should build yourself better and stronger than ever. And I will let you know this, that from these cards and from what Spirit is telling me, is this isn't your last hope at true love. This isn't your only hope at true love. You will find love again. You will find a strong connection that will give you everything that you're looking for in this world and give you the ultimate satisfaction. They'll give you the ultimate love that you just hope and dream for. And they'll see you for who you really are and cherish you for who you are. And it's amazing because you need that. And I don't think this person was able to give you that anymore. And that is something that you have to come to understanding of, okay? And I don't think there's anything that you can do differently. I don't think there's anything that you can do to make this come back. There's no reason for you to act irrational. There's no reason for you to act like a crazy person. You need to be methodical in this moment of time. You need to think clearly. You need to get your thoughts back in order. You need to clear your mind and allow yourself to go through the healing process. Allow yourself to go through the emotions and kind of decipher them, understand them, make them known, heal them, let them out, all that kind of stuff. and really just give yourself the time that you need. You need to be real with yourself. You need to be humble. You need to love yourself. You need to get yourself back on your feet. And right now, you're just going to have to go through this emotional process, knowing that this is something that might not be coming back to you. And if it does come back to you, then it's not going to be for very long. Just take the bullet, allow yourself to get back up. Know that there's something to fight for at the end of the day. Know that love is coming back to you and that love is not all lost out of this world, that you can find something beautiful. You can find something extravagant again. And Spirit's going to have your back. Spirit may have taken this prized possession away from you, but Spirit is going to give back to you something that is much more deserving for you, that is much more rewarding to you, and it is only going to benefit you. Pile number 3, you are going to be able to expand more. You're going to be able to do more with this new love that will find you at some point in your life in the near future. And you shouldn't quit. You shouldn't give up. You shouldn't feel sorry for yourself for too long, because all things will pay off. Even if it might not be with this person, at least you'll understand in a few years maybe why it had to happen this way and why it's so much better this way than you'll ever realize it to be. So that is it for this message. Let me go ahead and pull these cards back together and see if there's anything else that wants to come out for you, pile number 3. And I already hear you, pile number 3, doubting yourself. Like, why did it have to be you? Why did it have to be? Is because you've got to learn certain things in this life to get you to your higher self, to get you to your higher purpose. That's going to make you a better person, and it's going to get you to do the right things in life that this world needs. This world needs something from you. This world wants you to teach them something or to bless them with something. And pile 3, you've got a lot to show. You got a lot to give out to this world. And this is just going to boost you into that direction. But you're also going to get something back from it. You're not just doing it for no reason. It's a sacrifice for reward type of deal. But the thing is, you didn't give it up. The other person gave you up. And you should realize that at the end of the day, it is their loss. It is their loss, pile number 3. And you can do a lot for yourself moving forward. Be present with yourself. Pick yourself up. Enjoy your company. Heal. Do the work. And things will pay off for you, pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. Let's see what other messages needs to come out for you. All right, let's see here. All right, so we have the Strength card, the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. So I am really seeing, pile number 3, that Spirit is kind of pushing you in a direction where you definitely have got to pick yourself up. Definitely got to see what it is that you need to heal, what it is you need to do. And you're kind of going to be in your independent type of energy. You're going to be doing a lot of good stuff for yourself, a lot of good stuff for your family, and you really need to look at yourself, look inwards, look into opening up yourself to new connections, to new possibilities, to new ventures or new paths that are opening up that maybe have never been opened up before, and really try to decipher what's going to be best for you moving forward. And know that there is motivation. Know that there is people around you that have been through the same thing, that has been through the same path that you are currently going through right now, and that you're not alone, and that you're going to be okay, and that there is going to be reward. There is going to be a payoff at the end of this term for you, at the end of this chapter. And you can't keep looking backwards. You got to continue looking forward. You've got to heal old wounds, as I don't think Spirit is going to allow those old wounds to be, redamaged or hit again. You are seemingly going to be put into a position where you are going to find that next person, and that next person is going to be your forever person. That next person is going to be someone that is ultimately going to love you, that is ultimately going to be your person for the remainder, and someone that you could be loyal to and committed to, and have no fear of things happening again, okay? Unless you do something like completely abstract that nobody sees coming, but I don't see that happening with you, pile number 3. I see that you are a very stable person. You seem very earthy, and you really want that committed relationship. And I think that relationship can come to you. If this is something that has happened in the past, maybe a few months ago, a few years ago, whatever the case may be, I see that you are going to potentially be getting someone pretty soon. And you've just got to do the last bit of healing and open yourself up to new possibilities, open yourself up to new ventures, because you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on healing. You need to focus on building yourself up and building yourself up back to that stable person you once were and you know how to be. But listen to Spirit. Listen to the gifts that are coming into your life. What is it that Spirit is trying to get you to see clearly? Are you going to be a healer? Are you going to be a good messenger? Are you going to tap into some spiritual gifts that you never knew you had? What is it that Spirit is trying to showcase to you? What do you think that might be? And how can you continue going forward with that, pile number 3? That is very valuable information that you need to investigate into. And I know that you can do it. Okay? And I see that very clearly for you. Any last messages for pile number 3? You've got to get yourself out of the dark, pile number 3, Spirit is saying. You can't stay in the dark all the time. You've got to introduce light into your life. You've got to be around people that can give you that good positive energy. You've got to be in nature. You've got to be in a place that gives you that sort of light and acknowledgement and that happiness that you desperately need. You need to feel this. You need to feel this energy exchange. You need to feel much more better than you are now, because you're limiting yourself by staying in the dark. You're limiting yourself by attracting dark, and you need to start attracting positive energy. You need to build yourself back up. Anything else for pile number 3? Something else that it seemingly might be for a few people, but at least these few people will hear something that they need to hear, and that is that you can't have other people feel sorry for you. You can't just sit there and wait and expect for somebody to come along and just give you this ultimate sob fest for you and say, oh, we're so sorry for you that you're going through this right now, and like that. You've got to feel sorry for yourself. And once you go through all these emotions, once you figure out these emotions for yourself, then you're going to be able to pick yourself back up. And that is going to be the most important part. You need to be the one to acknowledge yourself. You need to be the one to be sorry for yourself. You need to stop waiting on what other people might say for you to help you. You've got to be the one to help yourself. All right, pile number 3. I hope this message is good for you. I hope this message is clear. And make sure you stick around for the collective message here at the end. I'm going to give a collective oracle reading for everyone that is involved in this tarot video, and we'll jump into that. The timestamp is down below in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think of this reading, and I'll catch you guys in the collective. Hello, collective. Welcome into the collective reading. I have chosen some oracle cards for you from the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck, and this is going to be a last message from your spirit team of what you need to really hear right now. Something I think you really need to know right now, collective, is that you are not seemingly alone, okay? There's many people that are going through this journey the same as you, and even though there's different groups, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and that nature, I understand that everybody has their own personal thing that is going on right now, but at the same time, everybody is going through this soul journey just like you are, okay? And that is something that you need to take into consideration, that you are not alone, that you are not just by yourself. Even though you are unique, even though you do have a unique story, it doesn't mean that you have to feel like nobody else is going through something similar to you, okay? So just feel that you are not alone, because it's the truth. But what we have here is we have the cocoon of white light. We have your personal unicorn. We have soul healing. And then we have enlightenment. So let's start with the enlightenment card. I do feel like this speaks volumes really heavily to anybody that is here listening to this collective. And I try to preach this as much as I can when I have the opportunity to, and this is another good opportunity for me to do the same. And what I'm going to say is that there is light in literally everything as long as you try to look for it. Okay? Even if you're in a dark situation, even if you're in a dark time, there is literally light in every single thing that happens to you, every single thing that you see. There's literally light, okay? For example, I've went through a heartbreak before. I know how that feels. I know it doesn't feel the greatest. But I realize now that, and this took me some time to get there, but it took me an open mind to get there. And what I realized is that I had to go through that breakup to get to my soul's purpose, which is being introduced into my spirituality journey. It has introduced me to reading tarot. I wouldn't be reading tarot right now if I didn't go through a specific breakup in my life. And that is really important. So there's a lot of good that came out of that relationship breakup that I had. And that is what I see the light being in the dark. So I think you could easily do something similar, collective. You just got to look into your situation deeper and find that light, and find something that you can really say, okay, that makes sense. I needed to understand that. And it seems to me like a lot of what is going on for you, collective, is that you are realigning to your soul purpose. You are realigning to your soul's journey and doing the things that needs to be done for you to increase yourself to your higher self. In all honesty, I honestly think that your unicorn, your personal unicorn, seen in the middle card there, kind of saved you from things going forward. They either put you here to hear the message that you needed to hear to save you from the stress that you're going through right now, or they saved you from a particular person that was doing you harm and doing you no good, no services, that could have easily done you worse later on than when they did now. So your unicorn pulled you out at the right time. And I think that is a good thing for you, because you could have had it a lot worse than what you've had it. So be really, really thankful for that. And just give yourself some time to understand that. Because once you give yourself that white light, once you give yourself that understanding, you are going to understand that you were blooming into a beautiful soul at the end of this lesson, at the end of this journey. And all things are going to make sense. All things are going to click together. Just trust in spirit, trust in your higher self, trust into your spiritual animal, and really believe, really do the work that it needs to take to heal, do the work that it needs to take to increase your highest good, and do the work to bring in a good positive influence, a good positive light into your life, because that is what you need. You need that positive energy. All of you collective needs the positive energy to come into your life and to get you to where you need to be. Get you to a specific point in your life to where you can bring in the new and bring in the goals that you're trying to achieve. You all have this potential, and I believe in you 100%. I hope you got a great message from your pile and also this collective. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy this content, be sure to check out the rest of my content, as there are some other good readings on the channel as well, and there will also be more good readings coming out in the future. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment what you thought about the video. Also, there's 2 links down in the description below. One is for my Discord. Come by and join the community, as we are building a great community there. Also, I have a Twitch link that will send you to my Twitch page, and you can come by and join when I'm live streaming and get a personal reading. Thank you so much. You are all beautiful souls, and I love you so, so much. Take care and have a great day.